gamers, and welcome to the show. This is EUR Game Reviews, episode 6. Today's show, we talk about some Assassin's Creed news that we've been hearing, and we do a review of the latest installment of Mortal Kombat. But let's get this started off with the news. So, Lisa, what do you got as far as Assassin's Creed?
Well, with regards to the new Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is due to come out in November of this year, the game will feature all three of the series' major characters so far. So you're going to have Altair, Ezio, and of course Desmond. Pretty much one of the major components of this new version of Assassin's Creed, call it Assassin's Creed 3 if you want to, is the fact that with regards to this game, they have created a component that is really core of Ezio, who in this game is now going to be 50 years of age. What they've done is that they've made it so that the game is primarily going to be set in Constantinople. And with regards to the Borges region, there'll now be the ability for you to essentially create what they're calling Assassin's Dens, which are essentially buildings that you can take over once you've eliminated all the Templars in that area. And it'll allow you to create zip lines. This is the big thing that Ubisoft feels will help not only generate something new and fresh with regards to the game, but it's also going to make it easier to navigate through the game. In fact, Ubisoft is promoting that it's going to make it 30% faster to navigate through this game.
Well, that's something that I think Assassin's Creed has kind of had an issue with. It's kind of got that repetitive feel when you get into a township or an area, and it's not exactly quick to get around from place to place. So everything that I've been hearing so far about Revelation is good. It gets me excited, and for all due speculation, for people who are wondering out there, they're thinking that the game's going to come out sometime in November. So something else to look forward to in the colder months of the year. But let's get into it here. And how do you breathe life into a fighting series that's glory days are behind it? Well, you reboot it. After all, that is, rebooting is the rage these days. And that's the path that NetherRealm has really taken here with its latest installment of Mortal Kombat. It's been about 5 years since we've seen a true Mortal Kombat game come out across the consoles. Fans have been waiting a long time for that kind of next chapter, but was it worth it? Well, we attempt to answer that question for you here in just a second. Now here's the game breakdown. This is developed by NetherRealm Studios. The publisher is Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. This is out for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. It was released back on April 19th. This is a fighting game, and there is single and multiplayer online. Rating is M for mature.
Liu Kang! Is he ready to bear such a heavy burden? Earthrealm's fate is in his hands.
As far as the story goes, it really appears that Shao Kahn has won. When the story opens, we see Raiden catching a beat down from the Emperor himself. In the act of desperation, Raiden sends a mental message to a past version of himself to try to change the outcome. The 9th installment of Mortal Kombat features 27 playable characters, 28 if you have a PS3. All your favorites are here and they look great. I also like the fact that your character's appearance changes as you take damage. Even more impressive than the character models are the backgrounds. Now, because the events of this game take place during Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, all of the stages are rehashes, but you won't really notice because they look that good. Also, the sound effects are great here. It adds a little something extra when you nail someone with an uppercut or pull off a fatality. NetherRealm has brought Mortal Kombat back to its 2D roots, and that's a great thing. I would say that this is the best gameplay we've ever seen in a Mortal Kombat installment. Basic combos and special moves are easy to pull off for beginners. There are also some sick juggle combos for you Mortal Kombat masters out there. This time around, NetherRealm took a page from the Street Fighter Handbook and have added a super gauge. This gauge has 3 levels. Level 1 allows you to do a super version of one of your special attacks. Level 2 allows you to break someone's combo, and level 3 lets you unleash the awesome X-ray combo. The addition of this gauge adds a bit of extra strategy to fights, and that's something that the Mortal Kombat games have been lacking. Mortal Kombat features a number of modes. Ladder mode comes in 2 varieties. There's single and tag. Story mode allows you to play through the events of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. And the Challenge Tower offers 300 challenges for users to beat. But it doesn't end there. Online play is given a little twist with Mortal Kombat's King of the Hill mode. This mode simulates what it would be like to play this game in an arcade. 2 players square off online in front of an audience. Winner stays in, the loser gets kicked out. During the match, your peers can cheer, boo, as well as perform other gestures. So for all you cheap players out there, don't be surprised if you see someone holding up a piece of cheese at your victory. By far, people's favorite part of Mortal Kombat are the fatalities, and in this game, they are awesome. Not only are most of them easy to perform, but they are stylish. Much like a really good ending to a good movie, it leaves players satisfied. Additionally, players can lock on additional finishing moves in the crypt. Mortal Kombat is good, it's not perfect. It does suffer from some of the same gameplay issues we've seen throughout the series. For instance, the bosses are cheap and overpowered. Additionally, your AI opponents are still prone to get hit by uppercuts. Lastly, story mode will put you in some insane scenarios to try to beat.
Flawless.
Mortal Kombat is a great game, maybe the best fighter to come out this year so far. Graphics are good, sounds are great, and the gameplay is on par with the best fighters out there. There are a number of modes and a vast amount of unlockables to keep users coming back for weeks. I give this one a 9 out of 10.
In the immortal words of DMX, who's down with the X? It's all about the X-ray, folks, with this game. It's going to make you want to keep playing it. Every time you think you've seen the coolest X-ray, you will find another character, have them perform their X-ray on you, or you'll perform their X-ray, and it'll leave you mesmerized. I know myself, I own the game. I've spent countless times going, no, 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 Katana has the best X-ray. No, 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 it's Cabal. Wait, no, it's Quan Chi. With regards to navigation within the game, I think they've made sure that with regards to the crypt, I own, of course, the guidebook, which you can buy with the game for an additional $20. It's worth every penny. It assists you, of course, with, if you're the type of player who I am, which is you want to learn every player versus just having that one character, which again can get you the cheese award. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that one guy who can master one fighter and only one fighter, but will not variate from that fighter. Nobody wants to have that guy over at your house playing Mortal Kombat for a couple of hours when he only wants to be Liu Kang. That said, I think one thing that they've done is that they have made it so that even the novice user can learn the combos. That being said, in ladder mode and story mode, you will come to see that obviously there's a reason why you can get a flawless more easily in level 2 than in level 6. It's not that in level 6 your character can pull off cheaper moves necessarily. Granted, what you said about the bosses is true. But a lot of it, when you get to the levels of the bosses, really has to go with how well do you know your fighter's strengths and their weaknesses. You have to know your bosses, and you have to know your fighter. You have to know when you can get a clean hit on Shao Kahn. For example, when he stands there laughing, that's a prime opportunity to get some shots on him. Because truthfully, even with your X-ray, you're still only doing 17% damage on average with him. He hits you with his X-ray, half your energy is gone. Actually, a little bit more.
That's one thing they really haven't fixed with the Mortal Kombat. And even, with some of the problems that are still in this game, I still think it's probably the best fighter out there. Just, it frustrates you when you're fighting Kintaro or Goro and you nail them with something, they just flash yellow and knock you halfway across the screen. But still, it's definitely a game worth picking up. I give it a 9 out of 10 still. Better than Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fated 2 Worlds, I even have to say. But I'd say that about wraps it up for us here at EUR Game Reviews. Remember, you can always follow us on Facebook and Twitter, comment and subscribe on YouTube, and of course we love emails. EURGameReviews@gmail.com. This is Clarence.
And this is Lisa.
Peace.